I never remember if the mic is at the... It must be down here. Yeah, that must
be where you talk in when you're on a phone call.
Yeah, but like some people in modern phones just hold the phone at themselves. Do you find it weird? I find it weird when I'm walking along and someone's talking on headphones and holding their phone at their face.
Well, they'd be headphones without a microphone in it, surely.
Maybe, I don't know, but I find it weird.
Okay, you're not suited to this modern life, are you?
In many ways. What's the Hunter S. Thompson quote? Too rare to die, but too weird to live. I think it's something along those lines. It's what's the go pod? We're a sports pod.
Oh, you're a host now, are you? That's good. You're doing the introduction.
Thought I'd do an intro. Why not?
Nice. Oh, I'm into that.
We did an emergency pod.
Hey, look at that dog over there. Sorry, I was...
Oh, he's doing me. Yeah, you're doing me. I like it. This is going to be a hard episode if we both do me. I thought we'd do an emergency pod because of the Tiger Woods news. Obviously, both of us...
Emergency pod. Beer.
Both of us very... I'll say this for both of us, emotionally and spiritually connected to Tiger Woods. Would you agree?
Oh, I would. And it's, well, there you go. I was going to say it's funny that I read the news that he was in a horrible car crash this morning, because it's not funny, of course. But it's odd timing, because last night...
because we're in a car now?
Yeah, holy shit, who would have thought? No, last night I saw a video that I'd never seen before.
Did you have a premonition? I've got a story about a premonition after this.
No, not a premonition, just a
that's a teaser.
Two surprising Tiger Woods things within 24 hours. For me is, not usual.
Okay, so the first one obviously was this morning's crash.
No. The first one was last night when I saw the video. I'm trying to...
Okay, I'm doing... The other one's going... What's the video? Okay, what's the video?
The video is, and I'm sure a lot of people have seen it, the one where... at a golf tournament, he's trying to putt, and then a lady streaker comes on and starts just kissing and cuddling him while he's trying to putt. Have you seen this?
No. How much did he pay her?
I don't know. I don't know when it's shot, so I don't know if it's pre or post the
incidents.
Yeah, or the coming out of the incidents.
That's interesting. I haven't seen this footage. I'm unfamiliar with it.
Yeah, he kind of pushes her away, but not fast enough.
Creepy.
I don't know. Maybe look up Tiger Woods. I don't know. Tiger Woods stripper's not going to narrow a search down for you, is it?
Thousands of results.
Tiger Woods streaker might. I don't know. But then anyway, I went, oh god, yeah. I don't know if that's pre or post. If it's pre, it's telling, because he does let her kind of cuddle and kiss him for that few moments too long. You know what I mean?
Creepy. On the topic of streakers, did you see that stuff for the Super Bowl where that man apparently found a sports book that was taking spot bet? Well, not spot bet. What do you call them? Like, what's the word for those kind of bets?
Yeah, spot bets, because it's spot fixing when people...
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, but I think there's another name. Proposition bets. Prop bets. And there was a prop bet on will there be a streaker at the Super Bowl.
That's so stupid, because that's controllable.
And he did. Yeah. He put a lot of money on it and then struck.
So covered the fine. Make sure he covered the fine in his bet.
No question, and made a shit ton of money. But I think it turned out that this was a lie story. But still.
Yeah, that's the problem with all this stuff where, the betting companies have to keep overreaching for things to bet on, and it gets into the territory of shit anyone could do.
Yeah. Like, I could change the colour of the Gatorade at the Super Bowl, maybe? Yeah. I don't know. Also, do you think there is spot fixing in the NRL?
NRL?
The NRL.
I'm sure it probably creeps up from time to time. Cricket is the... main one.
Well, no question about that, right?
Because they've made it way too easy to do in cricket.
Can I bet on a no ball being bowled?
Yeah.
There you go.
It goes down to all that stuff. Like, it's real. It's so detailed that, anybody could do it, and it just looked like the natural course of the game sometimes. So.
Yeah, that's scary. That's a little scary. I had a story about a premonition. I'll tell you the story about the premonition. When my wife first moved to Australia, we were living in a share house with a friend of mine.
This is a Tiger Woods related premonition?
No, but there are relations. You'll see. Lindsay, that's my wife. Oh, I don't know if I'm supposed to use her name. Doesn't matter. Whatever. Look, there's not many people listening, and probably they know me personally. So,
is the Home Office looking for her or anything like that?
Potentially. She came out of the bedroom once and told me and my housemate Hallie, I'll use his name, that's fine, hey Hallie, that she had dreamt of one of the jackass men being killed in a fiery crash. And we looked at the news and one of the jackass men had been killed in a fiery crash. I, to this day, think she potentially... Well, it was the same morning.
All right. Can I just say something? You're shouting really loud with it really close to your mouth. I'm sure that's too loud.
Oh, all right. I'll slow down a little bit.
Well, choose. Have it down here and shout,
okay,
or have it close and go lower.
Are you okay if I do a bit of both?
Hey.
Yeah, I still think maybe she just sleep-looked at her social media or something.
Yeah, that happens. I sometimes read news in the morning and get deja vu, and then I realise that I've woken up in the middle of the night and not been able to get to sleep and flick through the news for a minute and then fall back to sleep, you know?
Yeah, I get you. What was I going to say? So, yeah, do you know much more about this Tiger Woods story? It sounds like he was driving very early in the morning and his car's rolled over and then they've needed the Jaws of Life. I believe you had a good Jaws of Life joke?
Yeah, I was workshopping a Jaws of Life joke. I'm not proud of it, but maybe, hey, because we got such a huge amount of social media feedback when I said, do you want to hear about Sea Scouts?
Oh, Sea Scouts. Hey, who was that? Oh, I'm driving here.
Oh, sorry, I'm in my lane driving straight, you fuckwit.
That'd be driving related stuff again.
I'm talking to you. You gave me a dirty look.
Me?
No. Oh, yeah, look, I didn't have time to wade through all the Sea Scout messages. They're just bombarded. No one said anything about Sea Scouts, so you don't get to know about Sea Scouts.
How's the Jaws of Life joke going?
All right, so I read the headline this morning about Tiger Woods, and can I ask you before I do this joke, because
yep,
in typical me form, and I don't like the fact that I do this, but it's just my time situation at the moment. I didn't actually open the article and read it.
Oh yeah, no, so lots of people do that.
Is he in critical condition or not?
So, I read about 3 articles about it. Oh, there's a funny dog looking at us from the car in front. Oh. I read about 3 articles about it, and all of them say he's in serious surgery, but none of them said critical condition. So, nothing said to me that he was in danger of potentially passing away.
Right, but maybe...
I could be wrong.
Does that hint that maybe, like, he might have a back injury or something, and maybe there's if it's serious surgery but not critical, maybe there's some potential for...
The back getting better is what you're saying.
No, like losing use of legs or arms.
Well, everything I saw, it seemed to mention his legs and his lower body. Yeah, so he could have some lower body issues.
All right, well, that's makes me not want to do my joke anymore.
All right, let's maybe not do the joke then.
No, it's not so good.
Yeah, not so good. All right, you got other sports news? I spent the morning watching Champions League and Premier League. My team, the Saints, lost again. Good overhead goal in the Chelsea Atleti game. Atleti's kind of getting weird, man. Diego Simeone's ain't no Diego Simeone no more.
I love that song.
Diego
Simeone anymore.
Yeah, I like it. There was a funny moment though. So, okay, on the weird prop bet stuff before, I'm sure I've told you this, but someone there was a Swedish gambling company that had a prop bet for the previous World Cup that Luis Suarez would bite someone, and someone put money on it, and yes,
biting Suarez,
and of course he did bite someone.
Of course, he's biting Suarez.
Well, yeah, he's a hungry striker. That's the 3rd time he's bitten someone in the professional game. So today he was playing in the game. He plays for Atletico Madrid. And he got into a bit of a tussle with one of the Chelsea defenders, Antonio Rudiger. And Rudiger was getting quite up in his face and started pushing him. And then just, I think accidentally the commentators were saying, yeah, in that pushing, you can get cards and stuff like that. It gets particularly dangerous when Rudiger gets his hands up near Suarez's face. And I was like, yeah, it does. Sure fucking does. He'll take a finger.
Surely after the fourth strike, he has to play in a Hannibal Lecter mask.
Yeah, there was talk of that before, making him wear a mask. I think he might have suggested it once too.
Oh, yeah, right. See, that's the subliminal stuff again.
Yeah. He knows. He wants you to think he might bite you. Like, this is a tactic of his. I feel like potentially, just me talking here, I like Luis Suarez. I think he's a great striker too. The MSN days were amazing. But
MSN Messenger.
Messi, Suarez, Neymar.
Oh, right.
When they played together. But me personally, I'd be fine with a universal rule for all sports. If you bite someone, you're done. I think there's really no place for biting in sports.
Yeah, but then you know what'll happen? Rebel comps just full of biters all start.
A biting comp, yeah, that's fine. I have no problems with that. How about this? If it is against the rules in mixed martial arts,
yeah.
If you do it in a non-mixed martial arts...
Well, it is against the rules.
That's what I mean.
It is against the rules. It's just the consequences don't appear to be too dire for breaking the rules.
Yeah, not at all. Like, surely. I think in one of the three he drew blood.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so... And another weird thing that they never explained the whole time was that... So this is a Champions League clash this morning. Chelsea versus Atletico Madrid. And it was the Atletico Madrid home leg. So there's two legs, one at each place. But they were playing their home leg in Bucharest.
Yeah.
Is that traditional Madrid place?
I think not, but maybe they're trying to... It's just a kind of promotional exercise, perhaps. Or is it a COVID thing?
It could be a COVID thing, but you would think surely Bucharest ain't doing great at the COVID.
Well, have you heard a lot of Bucharest numbers?
Now, I could be wrong here, but Bucharest have their own football teams, and I think Stoya Bucharest once won the Champions League.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it past them.
Yeah, you are a big Stoya Bucharest fan. Yeah, I think they did. I want to say that they did. Yeah, okay, so we move closer. Oh, yeah, we got something to talk about, Stu. We got something to talk about.
All right. Can I just say before you do that, I'm so fucking happy the Australian Open's over.
Yeah, I like tennis more than you. I think we've found this. I enjoy the tennis more. I've got lots to discuss about that then, but I suppose you don't want to because you don't like tennis.
No, you go for it. I'll just make kind of ignorant remarks about people's names and things like that from the side.
Nice. I think, unfortunately, when it's all said and done, this generation of male tennis, statistically, the best one will be Djokovic.
Yeah, I mean, that seems to be the go of it, right?
It is the go of it. Yes, that's what they all
I'm just trying to support here, but yeah, I agree. Like he's clearly. I mean, do you reckon he's better than Rafa at his best? Is he better than Federer at his best?
No, not at all.
Oh, you mean this generation? So
no, I mean that generation. But statistically, he'll be the best. That's what I'm saying because he'll go longer.
Oh, right.
Like that's.
Are you talking about his face or his career?
He's got a
go longer because he's got a long.
His face is not too long. What I would say about his face, though, I would say that
it's pretty long face.
I think he shapes his head and haircut like a tennis ball. He keeps it very short and round.
Yeah. Now, is that a good thing? Is that working for him, or should he?
He's statistically the best tennis player of all time by the end of his.
I'm not talking about whether it helps his tennis. I'm just talking about whether it helps his head.
Well, didn't he have that COVID competition he set up where you had to have COVID to enter?
I'm not even talking about inside his head. I'm talking about the look of the outside of his head.
Well, then no. I'd say no. I don't think he looks great, but whatever.
I think if you've got a long head, you need to choose, you need a complimentary haircut.
But what is a complimentary haircut for a long head?
Well, okay.
Thick sides, short on the top, long on the sides.
I think you need something...
to give a bit of shape to your Tyrannosaurus head.
I think you need something that comes out to the sides a bit, because if you're just going...
What haircut comes out to the sides?
like
a 50s housewife haircut with a bob out the side kind of thing?
Like a Krusty the Clown kind of deal.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, that'd fix him right up.
But if you've got a long head and then your hair just keeps going up once you hit the hairline, that's just taking the piss.
Accentuating it. Yeah, that's ridiculous. Yeah, okay.
Sorry, I derailed your serious tennis discussion for a second.
That serious.
All right, what was the big news you wanted to talk about?
That potential new signing for the West Tigers.
What?
The guy who beat Turbo.
I thought that was a joke on radio, wasn't it?
I know, it was, but it was funny. What the fuck is Trebojevic fucking doing racing cunts and losing on the Manly Corso?
Who's buying that he slipped in his bathroom the next day?
No one.
And he did a sprint race with no warming up in what? I didn't see his shoes. Do you know what they are?
I think he might have been wearing thongs.
Yeah, well,
something like that.
Yeah, there you go. And you're telling me that someone with a history of hamstring injuries doing a impromptu sprint, no warm up in thongs
and losing.
But well, of course he lost. His hamstrings are buggered. but that was fine. Slipping in the bathroom the next day is the problem. Do they think we're fucking munters or what? Do Manly have recourse? Can they give him less money or something? Okay, this is not for humorous effect.
Okay.
This is, I don't know.
Serious.
If I was running a football club, and my marquee player, who's got a history of hamstring injuries and only coming back after missing most of the season, did something like that, I would be looking to get rid of them. I don't care how good you are. If you're such a dumb fuck that any idiot can come and challenge you and you don't have the willpower to duck it.
No, I should probably not.
Yeah, then
probably shouldn't.
You're not at my club.
Yeah, I completely agree. The hazard flooding M5 East motorway. Well, that's a worry.
No, it's not. I'm not going anywhere near the M5.
Well, good then. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think that's bizarre. When's he out till? Like round 4 or something now?
Yeah, probably. So are we sending kind of a team of people into his bathroom to assess all the dangers in there now, or what?
Yeah, let him keep racing strangers on the street, but fix his bathroom. Yeah, it's bizarre. Some of the good off-season injuries and stupidity. One comes to mind for me. JPP, Jonathan Pierre-Paul, I think his name is. He's an American defensive lineman, I believe, or maybe even a defensive tackle. So he's one of the guys who's on the defensive team trying to get the quarterback. He, on his 4th of July, blew off half his hand with a firework and then tried to kind of cover it up and not come back.
Slipped in the bathroom?
Well, I don't know what he said happened, but he came back with 3 less fingers and said, I can still do fine in this hand-related sport.
Look.
But he did. They put a club on his hand.
What?
He wears a club now. It's kind of like a bandaged up...
I think you're saying club, but it sounds like club.
Yeah, club is what I'm saying.
Oh.
Yeah, like a club. Like a stick with a...
Yeah.
Yeah, like a club. He's got a big...
Well, you just whacks the ball with it.
Well, he whacks the person more so.
Oh, right.
Yeah. He's got one hand, he grabs and whacks. Also, did you see that that young college American football player get beat up in the bathroom on the internet yesterday?
Turbo's bathroom?
No, that was a danger bathroom though. But this man nearly lost his eye.
No.
These two football jocks picked a fight with 2 scrawny cowboy-looking fellows.
Yeah.
And it turned out the scrawny cowboy-looking fellows were 10-year MMA veterans.
Right.
And they pounded these guys in the bathroom on video. And the one I felt sorry for, there was a man doing a urine. He was just up against the toilet. And they all whammed into him and smushed him into the urinal. And he was like, oh, man. Then
well,
got
we're
out
going to
of
need
there.
a link to that, please.
Yeah, sure.
And it reminds me of that video from last year, the guy trying to take a shit in the bathroom and the guys are fighting and crash into his cubicle. Remember that?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Who was filming that? But which end? Was it him, the shitter?
No, the
Yeah, good.
shitter was trying to hide his face because not only did two guys fighting crash through his cubicle door, but then there were people outside filming, looking through. So the dude's got his pants around his ankles trying to push one out, and he's hiding his face.
Yeah, well, that's similar. There's a lot of people in this bathroom, and there's people filming what appears to be this fight about to go down. And the jocks are really picking on these dudes, and then they whammo them real good.
Yeah. That's interesting. Off-field injuries, eh? What about, I know he's a former player, Michael Leisha, putting his hand through the window when he saw his girlfriend kissing his mate.
That's a good one. What else you got? Well, off-field injuries. Surely there's some good football ones.
Do injuries to careers count? Hey!
Nice.
Yeah, I'll go back to Corey Harawira Naira fucking up in pre-season 2 years in a row.
Corey Harawira Naira.
But injuries, yeah, I mean, Turbos is the one sticking right in the head right at the moment.
It's quite funny. Yeah.
Just on football, you know what I read this morning? And we do talk about West Tigers here a lot, so I apologise to anyone who hates them.
No, I don't apologise to any of those people. Those people shouldn't listen. Fuck those people.
But do you know that... who's the scariest player on your team?
It's a hard choice at the moment. BJ?
Yeah. Okay. So they're moving BJ over to the other side. He's going to be other centre over next to his brother. So there's two Leilua side by side.
But the problem is just move the ball to the other side. That's the problem at the Tigers. We think, yeah, we'll get them. They won't know where to go, but they will. They'll just go to the other side. Who will we have on the other side?
Well, I'm hoping you'll have Jet Roberts, surely.
Yeah.
So, if not, though, because I keep seeing predicted team lists with him not starting, and that is mental. Anyway,
I could have given you another scary... I think Russell Packer's pretty scary, too.
Yeah, but I don't even know.
I don't think he's making the team,
even though he was in the Indigenous v Maoris the other night, I don't even know if he's making, first grade.
I was of the opinion, too, he was Lebanese, which is even scarier that he made one of the Indigenous or Maori teams.
Well, you stood over them.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't know there was a Lebanese connection. Where are you getting this from?
I don't know. Maybe he's not. Maybe I've got that wrong. I thought we always have to have at least one Lebanese player on the Tigers. That's part of the contract. And it was Dewey.
Yeah. Now Dewey's moving to 5'8", apparently.
Yeah, which I'm okay with. I think that's good. Yeah, I think that's good.
I'm not impressed with any ball playing I've ever seen from him though.
That's because we don't give him enough time on the ball. Don't give him enough ball play. I think he can grow into that role. I think he's better on the ball.
Right. I reckon because, it's unlikely that Sharks are going to re-sign Moylan. I reckon you should buy Moylan next year. Billy Walter's gone already? He's gone.
Yeah, gone, I think.
What's with all these... What's with needing to be coached by your dad?
Yeah, that's what happens now, hey? Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, does the scariest good-looking man in the league, Todd Payton, have a son somewhere who can go up to the North Queensland with him? Hey?
How do you think North Queensland will do this year?
Shit.
Yeah, like super shit? Like, it feels like they've got nothing going up there.
All right. I was thinking about this morning. I was trying to work out my predicted ladder in my head.
Fun. Good. Talk us through it.
I only got bottom 4.
Good. That'll do. Talk us through that. Did the Tigers make appearance? Surely not. I think we'd be above that.
No, I think you're just above that.
Yeah.
I got Dragons last. Dragons will be last for sure in my mind.
From where we sit now, I see no reason why they wouldn't be.
Yeah.
You can see nothing looking at that squad like they'd do anything.
No. I'm gonna unfortunately have to put Bulldogs
Yeah, I was
in
going to say
15th
Bulldogs, yeah.
because I like. Not that I'm any great fan of the Bulldogs, but I'd like them to, have one or two good seasons just every now and again, just so they know that.
They do. I mean, they had a good season 5 years ago. No, 5 years ago?
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, it didn't... I want to say about 2015, maybe 2014, they went to the Granny?
Yeah, 2014.
2014,
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
And you know what? They're moving... Oh, shit, I'm in the wrong lane.
Oh, shit. Ah, fuck. I think you're fine if you stay in this one, though.
Am I, though?
Well, fine.
This person's let me in. Give him a wave, Monty.
Hey, you alright?
They're moving Josh Jackson to lock from second row, and I think that's a great idea because I don't think he's that impactful or a runner on the fringes, but he's a tough nuggety bloke, gets through a lot of defence and a good kind of hit-up guy. I don't know why he hasn't been in the middle
doing more middle work. Yeah, that's fair. Now, I'm interested because I think I agree with those two bottom teams, but coming to third last is where I get, I don't know, could go anywhere. Who you got?
Well, I think the next two positions could go either way between Cowboys and Broncos.
I don't think the Broncos are going to stay shit.
No, yes, they will.
I don't think so. I think Broncos make the 8.
At least, no.
Coming 8th.
Not this season. Maybe next season.
You think so?
Yes. You got Katoni Staggs out half a season.
Yep.
You wanted McCulloch as captain. Not you. I mean, I'm talking to the Broncos fans out there. Wanted McCulloch as captain, and he left. So the person you were looking to lead your team didn't want to be there, right?
But wasn't that all because of the fabric issues last year? Wasn't that the whole thing that it just wasn't a Broncos year?
No, because McCulloch wanted a 3-year deal. They only offered him 2, and he said, "Well, fuck you."
I worry that they're going to come roaring back.
Yeah.
And the other one is North Queensland, is what you said. I agree with North Queensland. I think they're going to be shit.
They're trying to make Corey Oates a forward. I don't think he's a forward.
Yeah, I don't think he is either.
So, I don't know. I just don't...
That is a weird choice, isn't it? Corey Oates gives you a lot where he is now.
Corey Oates is a great winger.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know why you'd feel a need to move him to forwards. You just got such a backlog of awesome wingers, you just got to fit them all in somehow.
Yeah, well, such a lack of forwards.
Yeah.
We'll put a winger in there.
And when's the last time a new coach, who's never coached NRL, mind you, managed to pick a team up from wooden spoon to finals in the next season?
I'd hazard a guess at saying that has never happened.
I can't tell you. Yeah.
Potentially in the 50s or something. I don't know.
Didn't the Dragons win every comp in the 50s?
Yeah, Dragons won 60s.
Yeah. So yes, I'm putting Dragons and Cowboys at 13 and 14. Take your pick, which is where.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. And we'll stay tuned for the next episode to find out further.
We'll work on the next 4.
Yeah. I assume the Tigers are in the next 4.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard for them not to be, I think.
Yeah.
So this is so the next 4 is top of the bottom 8.
Yeah, top of the bottom 8 or just outside the.
I'm going to put Knights in there. I don't think Knights are making the finals this year.
That's controversial. Do you think Parramatta are in there, or do you think Parramatta are?
I think Parramatta scrape into finals.
Yeah.
I'm tempted. Well, let's work it out now. What the fuck? We're stuck in traffic. May as well.
Fuck.
I think so. I don't think Raiders. Everyone's got Raiders top 4. I don't think they're top 4. I reckon they're bottom. Like they're probably in the 8, but certainly not top 4.
Yep.
Eels will be bottom of the 8 again, and probably get knocked out first week.
I don't know if that's the case. I can see Eels dropping out of the 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see Eels not making.
Yeah, that's not wouldn't be a shock to me really.
Yeah.
Everyone's writing off the Sharks, saying they can't make the 8 this year. I reckon they can. If you want to knock teams out of the 8, I reckon Knights are more of a chance of missing the 8 than Sharks are.
Why Knights? Knights have always had so much potential, and last year we saw glimpses of it, and we thought, this could be good, but...
The Mitch Pearce shit, honestly. Okay. I think you need so much kind of you need so much mental fitness and spirit in your preseason to launch hard into a new year. And if this playing group is split.
Yep. I get you.
Whatever.
That'll change. Yeah, fair.
Also, Ponga, he's not going to be there a lot of the time. I don't know that he's living up to potential, really.
What do you mean he's not going to be there a lot of the time?
He's injured for the first.
Oh, I see. Okay, I thought you meant following that he decided to only play every second week.
No. I do like, again, the position of lock seems to be changing in people's minds. They're kind of making him smaller, a bit more fit and nuggety.
Yep.
Instead of just having a big bopper there.
A big flambeau, yeah.
And so moving Connor Watson into lock is something that I think is a good idea.
Yep.
I want him to be in the 8. I just don't. I just think that they might be 9th. I reckon they might take the Tigers 9th.
And what? Push us down to 10th?
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Oh, if you're lucky. Sorry, mate.
I'll tell you. Well,
I got you 11 or 12.
Here's a team I would like to know your opinion on. What did New Zealand do this year? Because we're getting too many of these teams in this top of the bottom 8, and I think New Zealand could slot in there. I don't see New Zealand being in the top 4.
No. I reckon New Zealand 9th or 10th. I'll put Knights at 9th.
Everyone's 9th or 10th for you.
No. I'll put Knights at 9th, so Warriors 10. And that's because they don't have halves. They don't have good halves.
They do, and then they get rid of them.
Yeah, the Cody Nikorima is a good player, but I can't tell you what position he should play because there doesn't seem to be a position for what he does. That's pretty unfair to him, but I could.
No, that's really amazing. He's very unique.
I like watching him play, but I can't think of a position that he's a good hooker or he's a good 5'8" or whatever. So, and then, there's not enough happening in the halves to push him into finals, I don't think.
I've had an idea, and I'd like to put this out to our listeners, our whole amount of listeners. This year, I'm going to run a What's the Go tipping competition.
What?
Please send a DM to our Insta page if you'd like to enter, and I can send you an invite. Yeah. The winner...
Are you really going to do this?
Yeah, why not?
I don't even know if I'd be into that.
You just got to enter a tip each week for who's going to win.
Yeah, all right.
You've done a tipping comp before.
Yeah.
What? I hate people who say like, I can't fucking put time into tipping. It takes you, if you don't care that much, it takes you 2 minutes. You just click a fucking button. Like, seriously. People do this to me all the time. They're like, I don't know about tipping. It's like, seriously? What the fuck are you doing that you don't have...
But presumably if you're doing it, you want to think about getting the right answers.
Or you just put whatever you want in. Doesn't matter. If you don't care that much.
All right.
But what I was going to say is, I can offer as a prize, you can join us on the show for an episode.
Hey, that's not bad. Or I'll send you some information about Sea Scouts.
Yeah, that's good too, Sea Scouts. So please DM us if you want to be in the tipping comp, and I'll set this up. You know what else I'd be happy to do is maybe talk to whoever's leading after 10 weeks or so. Just give them a phone call and say, how's it going? Are you not on air, not just as a weird personal thing.
This is the first time we've considered having guests. No, we did have a guest. Remember, we were at the RSL eating Cheetos and we recorded something with Dave.
Dave was there, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if Dave wins this tipping comp.
Yeah, we are professional podcasters.
We're podcasters.
Mm.
All right, on that bombshell, I think we're probably done for today. But yeah, send us a DM if you want to be in the comp.
Hang on. I only did...
Sea Scouts?
I only did 3 of the next 4.
Oh, okay. All right. Who else you got?
Hang on. I've got to do the maths now because...
This could be a tease.
I might have too many people in my top 8.
No, you've got...
Okay. Storm, Rabbits, Roosters, Raiders, Sharks, Gold Coast. Who am I missing here? Penrith, yeah, fuck. Penrith. Dave will kill me.
Yeah.
And one more in the finals.
One more for the top 8?
Yeah.
Really? I thought that was 8. No, that was 7. Did you say the Rabbits? You said the Rabbits,
yeah.
Didn't you? Did you say East? You did say East, didn't you?
Yeah.
The Bears.
The Glebe Fruiterers.
Blue Baggers. Yeah.
Look, maybe I'll come back when I've done my maths.
There you go. It's a tease. There's 3 or so teams missing from this prediction. But
if you can tell us who they are, and if you want to be in a tipping comp, then great.
Who the fuck is it? Melbourne? Did you say Melbourne?
Yeah. People don't need to hear us thinking.
Yeah, that's a good one. All right. DM us for the tipping comp. I'll set it up. Sea Scouts, and we'll talk to you later.
Manly are the team that are the last in the bottom 8 that I forgot.
The world. It's a weird place. My name is Stuart Buckland, and some guests and I are going to look at all the weird stuff that happens in this world of ours. Is that suitably vague enough for you? Bit weird, but fair enough, I guess. Find this podcast wherever you listen to other podcasts.
Hello, my name is Piers Grove, and I'm a founder, publisher, and managing director. In March 2022, I'd just been named Managing Director of Australian Geographic and set up Scout Publishing. Then everything changed. 404 Brain Not Found, the podcast for stroke survivors and their friends and colleagues. We explore the absurd experience and frustrating journey of stroke recovery. 404 Brain Not Found, a general experiments podcast on all podcast streamers.
My name's Stu,
I'm Rachel.
and we are fans
Obsessives might be the word.
of the 90s. The 90s. The 90s.
You can follow the podcast on your favourite podcast app. Rachel, what's the name of the show?
Swinging on the flippity flop.
Why the 90s?
Lived it.
We lived it, we were it.
Was it the best decade ever or the lamest? Let's find out.
Flippity flop.